If you're planning on taking the OET exam in 2025, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'll guide you through everything you need to know in order to pass the OET, from finding out your weak spots to building a strong study plan and using the right materials. It's absolutely essential that you follow all of the steps outlined in this video to give you the best possible chance of passing the OET on your very first attempt. Firstly, understanding the OET exam format is essential. It's important that you know exactly what to expect when you go into the exam so that you can feel confident that you are going to pass. Make sure you can answer these 4 questions. How long is the exam? How many questions and tasks are there? What types of questions and tasks are there? And how will I be assessed? If you can answer these 4 questions, it means you have a solid understanding of the exam format and you're ready to move on to the next step. Once you understand the exam format, it's time to identify your weaker areas for improvement. So for this, you need to follow a 3-step method. Step 1, take an exam readiness test, which will simulate the exam environment and give you an overall score for reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Step 2, analyze your results. Which areas of the exam did you do well in? Which areas did you get a low score? These are your weak spots, and these are the areas that you're going to focus on most when you are doing your exam preparation. Step 3 is to take the information from the exam readiness test to build a study plan. And in that study plan, you're really going to want to focus on those weaker spots. For example, if you got a low score in reading part C, you're going to want to make sure that you really focus on this in your exam preparation. But of course, make sure you don't neglect the other areas, as you'll need to keep your skills fresh so that you are ready to score highly on exam day. So now we know which areas we need to improve, the next step is to create a study plan. In order to create a study plan that's realistic and achievable for you, you'll want to ask yourself the following questions. How many days a week can I study? How many hours each day can I dedicate to exam preparation? What will I focus on in each particular study session? And most importantly, how much time do I have until I take the exam? This is going to help you decide how much time you actually need to spend on your preparation. If you haven't booked your exam yet, that's ideal because it means you can really take your time and make sure that you're fully prepared before you actually take the exam. Another question you should ask yourself is, how will I stick to the plan? It's very important when you're preparing for the OET that you are consistent in your preparation. This means having a plan and sticking to it. At Swoosh English, we recommend having a structured plan with achievable milestones to help keep you motivated and on track. Now, one of the best ways to improve your scores and stay motivated is to get feedback from an expert teacher. An expert teacher can help you in many ways. For example, for your writing, you will be able to submit your sample letters to a teacher who can read through your letter, correct your mistakes, and give you some comments for each of the assessment criteria. This is going to help you further identify your weaker areas and understand what you need to do in order to improve. A teacher can also give you feedback on your speaking. This means doing mock speaking tests where you actually simulate the OET speaking exam. You do some role plays with your teacher, and then they can give you feedback, again, in each of the assessment criteria. And they can give you detailed advice and feedback to help you improve your score. Finally, if you have the support of an expert teacher, you can understand and build the strategies you need to succeed in the reading and listening exam. Just think how helpful it will be to finish a mock reading or listening test and then have immediate feedback from a teacher who can help you understand where you went wrong and how to do better next time. My next piece of advice is to always use reliable materials. There's a lot of free resources out there on the internet, but not all of them are going to be helpful. So make sure that if you're using free materials like this, they always come from the official OET website or an exam preparation provider like Swoosh English. Make sure that any mock exams you take are also always from an official source so that you can really get the most out of them and ensure that you are preparing for the OET exam in the right way. Next up is to use effective exam strategies. Every part of the OET test has its own particular strategies that you'll need to use, and if you use these on exam day, it will really give you the edge and give you a higher chance of getting a good score. Let's look at some of those strategies now. For the reading test, you'll want to make sure you are familiar with skimming and scanning, reading for detail, inferring opinion and attitude, and inferring the meaning of unfamiliar vocabulary. If you're not familiar with these skills already, it's important that you get the help of an expert teacher who can explain the strategies to you and assist you while you're practicing. For the listening test, you'll want to make sure that you're able to listen for gist, detail, and specific information. And more importantly, you'll need to know exactly when to use these different types of listening skills for each part of the exam. For OET speaking, make sure you're familiar with the assessment criteria. Are you able to give information in a structured way? Do you know how to build a relationship and show empathy towards your patient? Are you good at gathering information and also checking information? If you're not sure about any of these things, this is where you need to start. And when it comes to the OET writing test, it's very important that you know how to make your purpose clear, how to select relevant content from the case notes, how to structure your information and organize it into paragraph, and of course, using appropriate grammar and vocabulary. All of these strategies are going to help you get a high score on exam day. Finally, staying motivated is essential in your OET exam preparation journey. But how can you do this? Well, firstly, when you're creating your study plan, make sure you set regular achievable goals or milestones that you can achieve so you can see your progress and stay motivated. Next, try visualizing success. Stay positive and imagine walking into the exam feeling confident and calm and getting the score that you need. Also, it's very important throughout your preparation that you remember why you're doing this. Think about your dream of living and working in another country, what that will mean for you and your family, and keep this in mind throughout your preparation. And there you have it. With the right preparation, a solid plan, and expert guidance, you're well on your way to passing the OET exam in 2025. Now, Swoosh English is here to help you every step of the way. If you're just getting started with your preparation and you're not sure where to begin, why not book a free call with our student success team today? In that call, you'll get a personalized assessment where they will help to pinpoint your strengths and weaknesses, work on a personalized study plan to help you get the most out of your preparation, and give you some expert guidance on proven strategies that are going to help you pass the exam on your first or next attempt. The call is designed to remove any uncertainty and help you to feel confident in your exam preparation journey. To schedule that call, click on the link in the description below this video. Our student success team is ready and waiting to help you achieve your OET dreams today.